Have you ever been told, you're not good enough? Or maybe, you'll never succeed? Those words hurt. Sometimes, they stay in your mind for years. You begin to believe them. You stop trying. You stop dreaming. And slowly, you start calling yourself a failure.
But what if the people who doubted you were completely wrong? What if the worst day of your life became the beginning of your greatest success? Today, we're sharing a powerful story about failure, self-doubt, and one life-changing lesson that changed everything. And before this episode ends, you might never look at failure the same way again. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to English Podcast Hub. I'm Lily.
And I'm Daniel. We're so happy you're here.
In today's episode, we're going to explore a powerful story about failure, courage, and never giving up.
At the same time, you'll learn natural English vocabulary, useful expressions, and everyday conversation that you can use in real life.
So, relax, listen carefully, and let's learn English together through an inspiring story.
Let's get started.
Let me tell you about someone named Alex. Alex wasn't famous. He wasn't the smartest student in his class. He wasn't the richest person either. But he had one big dream. He wanted to build a better future for himself.
Every morning, Alex woke up early. He studied hard. He practiced new skills. And even when he felt tired, he kept going. He believed that hard work would change his life.
But not everyone believed in him. Some people laughed at his dreams. Others told him, "You're wasting your time. You'll never make it. Why don't you just give up?"
Hearing those words every day wasn't easy. Little by little, Alex started to doubt himself. He wondered, maybe they're right. Maybe I'm not good enough.
Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever worked hard, but still felt like nothing was changing? If your answer is yes, you're not alone.
But Alex's biggest challenge was still waiting for him. And what happened next changed his life forever. Lily, have you ever worked really hard for something and still failed?
Oh, absolutely. I think everyone has. The difficult part isn't failing. It's wondering if you should try again.
Exactly. That's what happened to Alex. After months of hard work, he finally got the opportunity he'd been waiting for. It felt like his chance to prove everyone wrong.
He was excited. He practiced every single day. He imagined everything going perfectly. He even told his family, "I think this is my moment."
But things didn't go the way he expected. On the big day, he made several mistakes. He forgot what he wanted to say. He became nervous. And before he knew it, the opportunity was gone.
That must have been heartbreaking.
It was. But what hurt even more was what happened afterward. Some people laughed. Others whispered, "See, we told you. He's not talented enough. He'll never succeed."
Sometimes, people's words hurt more than failure itself.
You're right. That night, Alex sat alone in his room. He looked at all the notes, all the practice, all the time he had spent. And for the first time, he seriously thought about quitting.
Have you ever had a moment like that? A moment when you asked yourself, "Is this really worth it?" Maybe you've felt that while learning English, maybe after making mistakes, or when someone laughed at your pronunciation.
Alex believed that failure was the end of his journey. But he didn't know that this painful moment was about to teach him the most important lesson of his life. Because the next person he met would completely change the way he thought about failure.
Daniel, what happened to Alex after that? Did he give up?
For a few days, he disappeared. No studying, no practicing, no talking to anyone. He kept asking himself one question. Maybe everyone was right about me.
I think that's something many people experience. When we fail, we don't just lose confidence. Sometimes we lose trust in ourselves.
Exactly. But then, something unexpected happened. One afternoon, Alex was sitting alone in a small park. An older man sat beside him. They didn't know each other. After a few minutes, the man smiled and asked, "Bad day?"
What did Alex say?
He looked down and quietly replied, "I think I'm a failure." The old man didn't laugh. He didn't give a long speech. Instead, he asked one simple question. "Who told you that?" Alex was surprised. He answered, "Everyone." The man smiled again. Then he said, "No, they only told you that you failed. You are the one who decided you were a failure."
Wow, those two things sound similar, but they're completely different.
Exactly. Failing is something that happens. Being a failure is something you choose to believe. At that moment, Alex realized he had been carrying other people's opinions instead of believing in himself.
So, what did Alex do next?
He went home, not because everything was fixed, but because his mindset had changed. The next morning, he started again. He practiced again. He made mistakes again. But this time, he stopped being afraid of them. Months later, he finally achieved the goal he had dreamed about. Not because he never failed, but because he never stopped trying.
I love that message, and I think it also applies to learning English. Maybe you've mispronounced a word. Maybe you've forgotten vocabulary. Maybe someone laughed at your accent. That doesn't mean you can't become fluent. It simply means you're still learning.
Let's learn 3 useful expressions from today's story. Don't give up. It means keep trying even when something is difficult. Learn from your mistakes. This means use every mistake as a lesson instead of a reason to quit. And finally, believe in yourself. Because confidence doesn't come before action. It grows every time you refuse to give up.
So if someone has ever called you a failure, remember this. People can judge your mistakes, but they cannot decide your future. Only you can do that.
And maybe, years from now, you won't remember the people who doubted you, but you'll always remember the day you decided not to believe them.
Now, let's practice some English together. I'll say a sentence, and you repeat after me. Ready?
I learned from my mistakes. Excellent. I won't give up. Very good. Every failure teaches me something new. Great job. I believe in myself. One more time. I can improve every single day. Fantastic.
Before we say goodbye, remember this. The world may judge you because of one bad day, but your future isn't written by one bad day. It's written by what you choose to do next.
Every successful person has failed. The only difference is they didn't stop after the first failure. So if you're learning English and you make mistakes, don't be embarrassed, because every mistake is proof that you're trying. And every time you try, you become a little better than yesterday.
The next time someone says, "You can't do it," smile and let your progress become your answer.
Thank you so much for spending your time with us today. Keep listening, keep practicing, keep believing in yourself, because your story is far from over.
We'll see you in the next episode of English Podcast Hub. Until then, take care, keep learning, and never stop believing in your dreams.